Good morning, dear friends. Fisher here. So today we continue with our story, The Power of the Spirit, and story 34, part 8. It's a long story, long session, and then I'll do each paragraph, and then I'll give a bit of my personal understanding and opinion, so you can make your own judgment. So, and Bruno continued to say, "That is why, time and again, I summon you here, or to the great return. Every person must first of all learn to stand by God in themselves, and before they can receive and retain the good. No one has a right to spiritual healing, since it was they themselves who first allowed the evil into their bodies. For this reason, a healing is always an act of God's grace, and therefore also a hallowing. I myself am only the little Bruno, and once again I emphasize that I do not heal, because a human being simply cannot do this. But the path to health and wholeness, this I can and will point out to you. That's why you are here and why I am here, and this is what the communities are for. For this reason, it is so important for you not to miss a single one of them, because such an omission can never be made good again. It doesn't work like that. It's already been and gone. I say it now and again, so that you remember it. Make use of your time. Making use of your time means making use of God, for time is God. It is He who gives us this time so that we can tread the path that leads to Him on this divine earth of His." Wow. So a few points Bruno made it here. So continue with the story, like Bruno talking in the previous paragraph. So he give the example, and then you should always drift it by your inner feeling, listen to your inner voice, and also he mentioned God never punishes, and then God does not send illness. So God is health. So if we are of God and we are of health, so any disease belongs to evil, and it is evil. So don't believe anything that disease is normal. It should not be normal, because everybody got disease. So that means it's normal for us, but it's not normal. Human beings should not be sick by nature. It is us. We allow evil to come in us, and then we get sick, and because the manifestation of evil in our bodies. That's why here Bruno said nobody has a right to spiritual healing, and since we first allowed evil to come into our bodies, so for whatever the healing is always an act of God's grace. So it's at the very beginning we allow these evil thoughts come to us, and then the evil establish itself in our body and in our mind. So it corrupted our body and mind, and then slowly our body become a disorder, and then become a dis-ease. So all this illness came to us because the evil has established itself in us. So what we're gonna do is we have to first get rid of the evil. We need to learn to stand by God by ourselves, as what Bruno say. We must first stand by God by ourselves. Have faith and believe in God, in good, in health, in anything good possible. And then, so basically, we need to tune in into the frequency, the God divine frequency, the health frequency. The 432 hertz music, the first 432 hertz vibration, and all other good vibrations and frequency. And then we'll be able to receive the divine healing current, and then to retain the good and retain health. And then also here, and Bruno mentioned again, and he say no human being, he does not heal, and then because no human being can, and then he just a step down transmission. So God is the power station. That's the parable I use. God is the power station, and then Bruno is the step down transmission, and we are the receiver, and we are the light bulbs. And then so we have to first receive the electricity, otherwise the lights will not go on. So the same thing with human body. We first have to receive God divine healing current, and then the health will come. Otherwise the sickness always will be there. And then as what Bruno said, nobody heals, and then you have so many healers in the world, whatever they claim they're able to heal. So you're gonna be very mindful, because nobody can heal. It's always the divine energy. It heals. That's what Bruno said. Always it heals. So it's the divine energy heals. So nobody can heal. Human body cannot do that. It's like a human body cannot self-generated food. So we cannot. We always need the food to survive. So that's a fuel for our body. And the same time, the divine healing energy is the fuel for our body too. It's just in an energetic form. So human being cannot exist by itself without consuming, or without taking in any food or energy. So same thing. If nobody can self-generate any energy, so nobody can heal, because the healing process itself always involves giving your energy to somebody, and then they will restore their health. So it's always like God heals. We are the passers. We are basically receive the good healing energy, and then we heal our body, and then we can pass on to somebody else. So our body itself, it does not sustain itself. It's not like air. We always need something to sustain our body and mind. And then Bruno go on saying he only here to point out the path to health and wholeness, and then we have to work on ourselves. So basically he means nobody can work for you. So people can tell you what is right, what is wrong, and then people can tell you, oh look, there's a path in front of you, you can work on it, but nobody can make you walk. You have to basically decide to do it yourself. And also Bruno mentioned about we have to stay in a community, because by ourselves we individually we are too weak to resist the devil, resist the evil energy. So we have to always stay together. So tune in the good divine healing energy together. That's why we say united we stand and divided we fall. Everybody knows that. So we always need to be united and stay together, and then doing the good things together. And then Bruno mentioned if you miss a session, so you miss and gone forever. Same thing, whatever things we miss in the past, and then we think, oh, we should do, but we didn't, and then we miss forever. The opportunity gone forever. So you cannot make the past right. So you just have to live on with it, get on with life, and then keep going forward. And then Bruno mentioned the last thing in this paragraph is very, very important, is the time. So make use of your time. So make use of time is make use of God. So because for time is God. So God give us here whatever. Somebody have 5-10 years, somebody have 100 years or even longer. So everybody has different timing here. So we all have a birth, and then we all have a death. So this is a complete cycle, so nothing to fear about. And then we just have to use this body, use the time we are on earth pretty well, because we are here temporarily. And then live each day with a full conscious mind, and then do not be distracted. And I say to you, dear friend, and I say to myself too, because I get distracted too by these worldly things, and then by this and that events. So I do get distracted too. So, and then we should always remind each other. So stay focus on the path of good, focus on the path of God. So do not get distracted, and do not be deceived by the evil. and then make good use of time here, so we do not live our life in vain. So by the end of our life, and then we could say, oh, I have done this, and then we have achieved this, and then we don't feel sorry for ourselves. It's, oh, okay, I should have done better, I should have done this and that, so but I didn't, and I feel sorry for myself. No, live each day with consciousness. If you have a dream, go and chase your dream, but don't daydream anything. Of course, like if you have a passion in anything, like anything good, so you should go for your passion. Okay, dear friends, so wish you have a good day and God bless.